For thousands of years, ancient civilizations have used this prayer technique to communicate directly with the universe, and you can use it to not only communicate with the universe, but get exactly what you want. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "To believe in your own thought, to believe that what is true for you in your heart is true for all men, that is genius." Now, for thousands of years across all ancient civilizations, the heart was deemed a spiritual gateway. It was your unique inner kingdom of heaven with divine qualities that you could actually access to reshape your reality. Ancient Greece, the Vikings, Mayan traditions, many others, they all believed that you could call upon the spirit of the gods for supernatural powers that could guide and direct your life. And while we can't scientifically prove that you can do that, we have proven that your heart center has electrically mystical qualities. Gregg Braden was an aerospace engineer who began studying the bridge between science and spirituality all across ancient cultures. And he found a very powerful technique that you can use to access this spiritual power of your heart. So let me play an audio clip of him explaining it here.
They discovered every human heart, 40,000 or so specialized cells configured in a way that creates a neural network in the heart. It's their brain-like cells, but they're not in the brain, they're in the heart. And it's actually called the little brain in the heart. What they found, what the scientists discovered, is that these cells think independently of the cranial brain. They feel and they remember. And there's a technique where you can literally touch your heart like this. And when you touch your heart, your awareness will always go to the place where you feel the touch. So when you call your attention into your heart center in this way, and you slow your breathing, just a few breaths slower than usual, when you slow your breathing, it tells your body that you are safe. You're in a place that's safe. And when you're safe, and you feel safe, it's a switch. It's like an emotional trigger that frees the rejuvenating and the healing chemistry in the body because the stress and survival chemistry is not needed.
Now, I love to think of that Ralph Waldo Emerson quote that I mentioned earlier when practicing this Gregg Braden technique, right? Emerson said, "To believe in your own thought, to believe what is true for you in your private heart is true for all men. That is genius." And that may sound kind of abstract. Maybe it sounds a little unprovably spiritual to you. So I want to invite you to consider these words from Gregg Braden. He said, "When we form heart-centered beliefs within our bodies, in the language of physics, we're creating the electrical and magnetic expression of them as waves of energy, which aren't confined to our hearts or limited by the physical barrier of our skin and bones. So clearly, we're speaking to the world around us in each moment of every day through our language that has no words, the belief waves of our hearts." Now here's the thing, when you tap into this energy of your heart, you access the supernatural power of prayer. Ancient spiritual traditions have used this exact prayer technique for thousands of years to sail unknowable oceans, to chart uncharted lands, to build successful civilizations, really using only the stars, prayer, and curiosity. Now, Braden said, quote, "The secret of lost modes of prayer is to shift our perspective of life by feeling that the miracle has already happened and our prayers have already been answered. Now we have the opportunity to bring this wisdom into our lives as prayers of gratitude for what already exists rather than asking for our prayers to be answered." Now, you might think, how do I use this? You might think, hey Jake, this all sounds kind of interesting, or maybe it's kind of spiritual. How do I use it? So step number one is to bring your attention to your heart. Bring your right thumb to your heart just like this. And then close your eyes, slow your breathing, And when you feel the energy of your heart vibrating, when you feel your nervous system slow down, that's when you've successfully activated the doorway to universal intelligence via the energy of your heart. You slow your breath down, bring your attention with your thumb right there to your heart. And once you feel that click in your nervous system, that's when the doorway opens. Step number 2 is to call into mind what you're praying for. Keep your breathing slow and steady. When your attention is on your heart, then you feel the joy for everything the universe has for you. You feel the gratitude of your prayers being answered deep within your heart. And that's why I'm so big on success hypnosis, because I can only speak for myself, but I've been programmed, and most likely you have, with a lot of crappy belief systems. So even when we do self-improvement, positive thinking, we're ambitious, we have these old crappy habits that start to surface, right? So you do this prayer technique, but then you go back to reality, and then your mind can kick in. And so I have a free success hypnosis. It's right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's pinned to the comments in the description right there down below. And what it'll do is start to turn your subconscious mind into a magnet to help you attract what you want. Now, step number 3 is to repeat this simple daily prayer as often as possible until you feel the realness and sensory vividness of your prayers being answered. You slow your breath down, you bring your thumb right over to your heart so you can bring your attention over there. And when your breath slows down, you start to feel that energy. First, you might feel it in your heart with each breath. Then you might start to feel it pulsating in your hands. You can ask yourself, is there life in my hands? Can I feel the energy in my hands? Right? And it's not a yes or no logical question, it's an awareness question. And once you feel that energy, then you bring your prayer into the forefront. Your prayer might be for a specific thing. It might be for a job. It might be for a certain amount of money. It might be for a house. It might be to heal your health. It might be to attract your soulmate. And you bring it into the forefront and you practice feeling the love in your heart for life, for God, for the universe, for making your prayers, your dreams come true. So I hope you'll give this Gregg Braden sacred prayer technique a try. If you haven't yet, be sure to get my free success hypnosis. It's right there down below. jakeshypnosis.com. It's pinned to the comments in the description to turn your subconscious mind into a magnet to help you attract what you want. If you enjoy this video, comment down below, I love this video. Smash the like button, subscribe, bell notification. I want to thank you for watching. And here's another Gregg Braden prayer technique video I did recently that you may enjoy as well. I'll link it here for you to watch now.